Hey traders, welcome back to the Fixie YouTube channel. Yesterday, price action is actually moving as I was hoping it would. Unfortunately, I fell asleep before New York session yesterday. Thankfully, it was more or less uneventful. But I'll get into that a little more in just a moment. Just wanted to give a quick update first. You'll notice that my intro changed. There's a reason for this, and it's because it's very likely this week will be the last week that I'll be posting videos on this channel. From this weekend on, the plan is to transition back to Black Swan. I'll be posting videos there with one of the founders that we built Black Swan together with. His name is Eski, you may know him. But anyways, I'll speak more about that in a later video. For now, let's get into the charts. So I'm mainly going to focus on the 1 hour chart because all the information that I need is visible here. So as I said, price has been pushing up as I was hoping. The fair value gap, the 1 hour fair value gap that I mentioned held as I was hoping. We got a gap up when the markets open, and since then price has been gradually pushing to the upside. You'll see that we did break structure and we did come into a very important POI. So this is a daily fair value gap where I am expecting reaction from. So what I'm looking for now is short term. I'll be looking for shorts. I want to see if we get a short setup to take the price back down, and you can see that we have that gap, the new week opening gap that is left behind. So this right here is a very important POI for me, and the reason is I'll be watching this area to see if we get a reaction and shift to push price higher to the upside. And really start the market maker buy model that I was thinking that may happen from this area. But at the same time, we are coming from an important area of interest, which is this daily fair value gap. And honestly, the price just may go right through it. So I'll be watching to see if we get displacement through the volume imbalance and break the lows. And if that were to happen, then it'll be a clear confirmation of a bearish shift, and I'll be looking for continuation setups, whether it be a pullback into a POI that's created on the way down, or just a breaker setup where I look for continuation to the downside. But as I said, I'm thinking more bullish for the time being, and I'm more interested to see if we get a bullish reaction from this volume imbalance, and whether it's a shift where we can take it up or a very aggressive move out. If it's a very aggressive move out, I won't even think about it. I'll just enter a buy. But if we get some consolidation in a shift, then I'll look for a proper entry with a tight stop loss to see if I can get a long to take the price up for a bigger pullback to the upside. So for the time being, I'm more or less neutral. I just want to see if we get a pullback from the current area that we're in now, and then see what happens at the volume imbalance. And if we have a quick look at Dixie, so on Dixie, I focused on this chart a lot on the weekend analysis. So as you can see, this is actually quite similar to what we're seeing on EU. We've created a shift and a break of structure to the downside, giving confirmation that yes, this may push to the downside, but at the same time we are in a very important POI, which is a daily fair value gap, where we can actually reverse from and just shoot up and continue to the upside. So same as EU, I'll be waiting for a pullback from this area to see if the price comes back up to this volume imbalance, and then from this volume imbalance see what happens here. if we get a reaction and continuation to the upside, or if we get some kind of a shift for further pushes to the downside. And I can do the same on EU. So hoping somewhere in this area we get a shift where I can take a short to take the price to the downside, and then from this volume imbalance see what happens here, whether we get some sort of a shift here where I can enter along to take the price for a deeper pullback to the upside, or if we aggressively pull out of it where I'll instantly enter to take the price to the upside, or if price just continues to break down from here where I'll look for a continuation trade to take it down to the downside. So anyways, that's what I'm looking at for today. Hopefully we get some sort of a pullback. I find it hard to believe the price continuing up if it wants to have a bigger pullback without coming back for this volume imbalance. So the main thing I'm looking for here is either a mitigation or a fill this volume imbalance before we have some kind of a shift or reaction to push price to the upside, or just going right through it and continuing to the downside. Okay, anyways, that sums up the analysis that I've seen since the weekend video and the things I'm looking for potential trades for today. And like I said, this channel will likely be retired after this week. The links to Black Swan I'll make sure in the description. So if you want to continue watching the analysis and see what we have in store at Black Swan, you can go there from those links. And I'll see you for the next one. Peace. Hey, you made it to the very end. Thanks for that. If you could do me one more favor and click the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, it'll allow the YouTube algos to kick in and help this channel grow. Thanks again. Cheers.